After a fantastic show in Key West, I decide to hunker down and ride out one day of storm. From there, I drive up to Fort Lauderdale and check out the streets. Behind me is the old Wyland Gallery spot. What a difference a few years makes. It's no longer, but it's something else. Another gallery's in town. And of course, one of my favorite restaurants, Noodles. Not going in there because too many people, too crowded, so gotta find other places. Anyway, there's lots of choices here. So doing a little pit stop, and I am in Lauderdale, and a lot of hustle and bustle there. God, that's a really happening restaurant. A lot of businesses have opened and closed since I've been here last, and you know, there's some new fresh blood, but it's better than it was before, and it's always evolving, and they've got some new hotels. But I am taking my food to go. Still a lot of people here. Nice to see life. Going over to my hotel. This is a little bit more my fare. Less people, good food, takeout, and bringing it to the room. Now that's my kind of vending machine, huh? Boom. Well, this is my room for the evening. What's up, guy? And simple, very clean, and everyone's all about safety, and got a nice pool outside. And there's the neighbors. It's going to be a whole different view in the morning, but this is where we camp out tonight. So I spent a beautiful, relaxing night here in Lauderdale, and I'm stopping over to get one of my favorite things, and that is this meatball appetizer from Noodles Panini. And out there we got some glass separating us. Having lunch before I take off to Sarasota. Very good day. Hope you're having a good day on the road. Alright, so I'm on my way to Sarasota, and funny thing, that Hurricane Eta is still hovering. So it missed us in Key West. It kind of demolished Lauderdale a little bit. And then I got to Lauderdale, saw the damage. And then it hovered through Key West while I was gone, and now it's going up to Tampa to Sarasota. So I'm not really too worried because it isn't as organized as it could be. But boy, this thing is following me all over the place. It's raining right now. Anyway, on the road again. Here we go. As I drive through Alligator Alley, the remnants of Eta is still around. Light gray clouds with some seriously dark clouds ahead of me. Seems I can't escape this thing. Well, I head over to my buddy's house, Guy Vincent, who is the owner of the gallery, and hunker down. Alright, so I made it to Guy's house, and this is what I drove through. I don't know if you really can see it, but we're talking about 25, 30 mile per hour winds, gusts, but heavy, heavy rain. Heavy, heavy rain. I'm glad I made it, and I'm not going anywhere else. Right, buddy boy?
Got it.
The next day was pretty easy. Got up, and before I went to the gallery, I decided to do a little droning. I've always wanted to see Sarasota from the sky, and there's some really good spots here, including the harbor. Makes me feel like a bird when I see these videos and how they may influence my perspective on how I look at Sarasota and possibly future paintings. Alright, so I arrived in Sarasota, and this is my hotel view for the 4 days that I'm here. Hurricane or tropical depression, storm Eta has passed, and I'm gonna wait for it to get a little less humid, a little less windy, and I'm gonna go out and do some droning. But meanwhile, relaxing and watching my favorite sport before going into the gallery today. That's how it's done. Boom. Okay, first sunset here in Sarasota, looking pretty nice. I see a bucking horse, and oh, I also see koi fish and a dragon. So this is good cloud play here, and then that sun is just doing some marvelous things right out in the horizon. It's kind of peeking through one side of the cloud and giving light to the other, where little baby one balancing. Yesterday we had tropical storm Eta come through here and dump a lot of rain, almost 6 inches. But today people are resilient and taking advantage of beauty and nature while they can, as am I. Well, this is my setup for today. I've got some new fun works that I worked on while I was in Hawaii, and then I've got representation of New York. Let's see, St. Pete Bridge, Pheasantwood, beautiful surfboards, and the Wall of Aloha. And here we are. See you soon. This show was one of my most successful shows ever at this gallery. I had no idea what I was in for, as I had not done a show in over 8 months during the lockdown. But it turns out that folks still need their art. Art provides a place for people to escape to, memories that they can live by, and objects of beauty that they can treasure. I sold a little bit of everything from the new releases to old classics, koa wood pieces, and met many fine collectors. I wish every show could be like this, but you never take for granted the people that come and pay a visit and collect the treasures that will help define their best moments in their lives. So here I am with my coconut, and voila, I am greeted by this beautiful sunshine, and this gentleman right here has the honor of living with us every day. I am just a spectator. Cheers. Chris and Tracy made a huge impact on the show. They had picked up several pieces, and we had the pleasure of hanging it in their home. They even bought the largest piece of koa I had ever brought to a show and helped paint it. And in the end, they were super happy, and so was I. So this is the aftermath of the show. What a show. Crazy. So many people came out. I want to thank everybody who came, found their awesome piece, and dropped off some spirits, like this beautiful bottle from Greece. This is, every artist can relate to this little table right here, this traveling mess, but we all have our own versions of it. So, with that being said, aloha. One more day, and we finish this soiree. Alright, so we've been invited to go on a morning sail. I don't like the word morning, but here we are. It's a beautiful day. It's not so wavy and crazy. And waiting to see which one of these beauties we're riding on. Well, There she is. This is what we're going to be on right now. Alright, so we're inside. This is a nice little air-conditioned area. Lovely. Got little things. Oops.
That's the only reason she showed back up. To get her Okay, I have a request. We're on this night.
There's the master.
Left and right on both sides. Additional bedrooms with bathrooms.
It's probably going to be down this way.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. This looks like the office.
I'll go to take a photo.
Yeah.
I'll get it for you later.
Yep. And we're back. Not a bad day. Here we are. We are not shanghaied. We are here by our own admission. And there's Tyler. And we are going to cruise the bay. This is it. What a difference a few days make. At the beginning of my tour, it was very cloudy in Key West, and Hurricane Eta had gathered strength. By the time I was in Key West, I had to hunker down and get ready for the brunt of the storm, which eventually passed. And then I met up with it back in Lauderdale, and it came to haunt me in Sarasota. Well, this is a very special treat. I don't normally get to spend time enjoying the areas as I'm busy doing shows and creating art. So I take this as an extra special point of inspiration and a little joy to relax by. Hope you guys enjoy the scenery. The end of my tour. That was 2 weeks of Florida, starting out in Key West, middle of the tour in Fort Lauderdale, and then ending with a bang in Sarasota. As I look back on this Florida tour, there are a lot of things to consider. How the world has changed, how things remain the same, and how I'm glad to call Hawaii home. This beautiful set of islands in the middle of the Pacific has been a glorious spot to be inspired as an artist. I can't wait to get back in the studio and use my experiences to create more beauty for you to see. Until we meet again, aloha and mahalo.